Hi, my name is Franklynn Bartal, and I'm a master's student at University College London and Yale. Now, baked potatoes are a really filling, quick, easy meal, and they can be really well-rounded if you dress them up with a lot of toppings. So today we're going to make a baked sweet potato and dress it with some Greek salad-inspired toppings. Now, sweet potatoes are a really good substitute for the ubiquitous white potato because they're loaded with nutrients. They have lots of vitamins A, C, and B6, they have tons of fiber, and they also have lots of nutrients like potassium and iron. They also have a lower glycemic index compared to the regular white potatoes, which means that the types of sugars in sweet potatoes will absorb more slowly into your bloodstream, giving you longer lasting energy throughout the day. So even though they taste like candy, sweet potatoes are really good for you. Now, before you cook a sweet potato, you want to take a brush and just scrub the skin on the outside to get the dirt off. Then, using a fork, just poke some holes on the top of the sweet potato, and this will let the steam get out as the sweet potato cooks so it doesn't explode. Now, you can either cook the sweet potato in the microwave or the oven. For the oven, you preheat it to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and the sweet potatoes will cook in about 50 minutes, give or take. You can place them directly on the rack, or you can put them on a baking sheet. For the microwave, you want to put it in a microwavable safe dish and cook it on high for about 5 minutes if it's one sweet potato, but if you have two in there, it might take more like 8 minutes. You want to check it throughout using a fork. You can just insert the fork to feel how soft it is inside. It should be really soft inside. And for the microwave, you want to turn the sweet potato over halfway through the cooking. So while the sweet potatoes are cooking, we want to make our Greek salad-inspired topping. So we're starting with 2 ounces of crumbled feta cheese. This adds some protein and calcium to the dish. I also have a handful of freshly chopped parsley. Now, parsley is really great because you can save the rest of it and use it in dishes throughout the week. You can sprinkle it on top of soups and sprinkle it on top of pasta. It really dresses up a dish and looks nice. If you can't get fresh parsley, that's fine. You could use another herb that you like, or you could use dried parsley. Now, I have 3 other ingredients I want to add. So another traditional Greek salad ingredient is the olive. So I've used black olives, but you could also use Kalamata olives, and I've just sliced up 12 here. The next traditional ingredient is the tomato. Now, I like sun-dried tomatoes because they have a really tangy taste that complements the sweet potato nicely. Whether they're packed in oil or dry, you could use either one, and I use 12 here and just slice them up thinly. If you can't get sun-dried tomatoes, because they can be expensive, you could always use 6 cherry tomatoes, cut them up into quarters, and roast them or sauté them with some olive oil. Lastly, this is not a traditional Greek ingredient, but I've added a tablespoon of sunflower seeds because it just adds a nice crunch to the dish. So you want to add all of these toppings together in one bowl so we can mix them well before we put them on top of the finished sweet potato. Now, to add some moisture to the dish, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, sprinkle it in there. This helps hold the ingredients together too. And then you can add some pepper just to taste to your liking, and I also recommend half a teaspoon of oregano. It has a really nice taste. And then you just want to mix the ingredients together, and this makes enough topping for 2 sweet potatoes. So I'm going to use half of it now, and then I can cover this bowl, put it in the fridge, just cover up the other sweet potato, and then I have dinner tomorrow too. Sweet potatoes taste good cold as well, so you don't even need to worry about reheating it. So now I have my baked potato. This is what it looks like when it's finished and sliced open. And I'm just going to use a fork to mash up the inside of the sweet potato a little bit because this will help the toppings to stick and to mix in with the meat of the sweet potato. And it's a really beautiful orange color inside, as you can see, and very, very soft. Alright, so now it's mashed. I have my topping here, and I just add in about half of the topping. And if you're having company, this makes a really impressive dish because it's so colorful. You have red, green, white, orange, black. So not only is it healthy, it looks really good. And there you have it, a finished sweet potato dressed up with a Greek salad-inspired topping. So now that you know how to bake a sweet potato, you can try different toppings and different recipes.